Well, where on earth is Stayner? Have you ever thought of moving to Stayner? Why on earth would you move to Stayner? Like, who's ever heard of it? Well, I'm going to tell you all about it. Today, Stayner is 1 hour and 23 minutes, according to Google Maps, from Toronto Pearson International Airport. So there's Pearson International right down there by Lake Ontario, and there's Stayner directly up Airport Road. It changes names along the way from County Road 18 to County Road 42 to who knows what else. It's actually King Street when you get into Stayner. So anyways, there it is. It's about 30 minutes west of Barrie, and it's about 15-20 minutes south of Collingwood. So, and then Wasaga Beach is right in there. It's not labeled on the map, but it's right there, world's longest freshwater beach. So you're about 10 minutes from there to being on the beach. So now I'm going to show you some benefits of moving into Stayner. Well, we got here's some things. We've got a fire hall. There are full-time and volunteer staff there, and they have a EMS services. There's a police station, there's ambulance, and there's fire all in the same building. Then we have other things. The other thing, okay, if you have kids, high school is important to you. So they have a high school right in town. So, and right beside it, not showing on this map, but there's right beside it is what they call Clearview Meadows School for grades junior kindergarten up to grade 6, to the end of grade 6. Grade 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 go to the high school. So, and what's really nice is pretty much anywhere in the community of Stayner, you can walk to school. Now, if you're on the far south end of town, it might take you a little while, so you may want to drive your kids because there are no buses in town. There is a public transit, but your kids would probably be faster to walk. So, some of the other really good things about moving into Stayner, there is a good medical center. If you can get your name on a waiting list, you might be able to get a doctor there. There's also a really good dentist facility there as well. We have arena, a pretty good arena for hockey and figure skating and stuff like that. And attached to the arena, which they just built, is a brand new library. So that is actually, they're doing the grand opening in a short few weeks from now. There's also a number of automotive stores, so like places to get your truck or car fixed. So there's a number of them in town. Breeden Automotive is just one of them. Lafreniere Auto Sales, they actually have vehicles for sale there. They are well known and well respected in the community. They have quite a few vehicles at most times. And they have a really good service station from any of the reviews I found and actually talking to people. I have not personally bought a vehicle there yet, but I may someday. The other thing is there are quite a number of churches. One would be Clearview Community Church. They have Catholic churches, and they have a number of other churches in the community as well. Also, they have automotive body repair shops too, like Clearview Custom Collision. They also have another one in town as well. The other thing is we have 3 gas stations, and if you need diesel for your truck, there's actually 2 diesel stations. One is a card lock, and the other is just a regular gas station. It's actually the Ultramar in town. There is a few industries in town. One would be Reinhardt Foods. That's one of the industries in town. Another good employer in town would be Cooper Equipment Rentals. Used to be Stayner Rental. Now it's Cooper Equipment Rentals. So that's the other thing. If you ever need to rent a piece of equipment, like a small backhoe or a bobcat, or as much as renting a belt sander or a palm sander or a skill saw, whatever you need to get the job done, Cooper Rentals will have it for you. There's also a number of small parks in the town too. There's some over on Mowat Street. There's the Kinsman Centennial Park. It's great in that they have what they call a duck race in the spring. It's coming up in May, and what they do is they dump a whole lot of rubber ducks in the creek, and they just kind of float down. And if your name is on the first one to get to the end, you win a prize. So that's coming up in May. So that's just some of the things right in Stayner, some of the benefits. Now I'm going to show you the main street. So this is if you're looking west down the main street. So it is an older town. It was first started in the 1850s. And if you want to find out a little more information about that, you can always go to clearview.ca, or you can actually go right to my website, josephtalbot.ca, and there is a history about it. And also there's a video. We've got a video on there as well about the history of Stayner. If you're a history buff, that will benefit you. Now I'm going to kind of take you to a few things that are really cool to do in the area. So these are not right in Stayner, but if you're an outdoor avid person, because that's one of the main reasons people move to the Stayner area, is because they love the outdoors. So they have a great place for cross-country skiing and snowshoeing is the Nordics Highland Nordics Ski Club. That's just up on the 10th line, which is about 10-15 minutes at best from Stayner. Then there's the Osers Bluff Ski Club. That's a private club up at Osers Bluff, close to Collingwood. Then there's things like there's conservation areas like the Nottawasaga Bluffs. That is really neat. There's some really interesting rock formations and stuff like that, and there's some caves and cliffs and stuff. Just caution, if you're not familiar with bouldering or spelunking, then you need to be very careful in there because you could get hurt. There are some pretty steep drops there, but it is really interesting and a lot of fun. Then there's what they call the Nottawasaga Fishing Park. Basically, it's fishing on the Nottawasaga River, which is a really big, it's a good sized river, and they get everything from salmon to trout to different, all kinds of different fish in there, and lots of wildlife. It's a very slow moving river, so you get lots of ducks and blue herons and stuff like that, nesting on the riverbanks and stuff. There's things like the Nottawasaga Lookout Provincial Nature Preserve. That is also more cliffs and caves as well. And if you're into boating and fishing and canoeing and kayaking, Nottawasaga Island's really cool to kayak around. It takes a little bit to get out there from the Collingwood Harbor, but just watch the weather because the waves can come up pretty quickly on Nottawasaga Bay. Another really great spot is the Noisy River Provincial Park. That's just west of Creemore. It's about 10 minutes, but it is absolutely beautiful. Some people know it as the Garden of Eden. That's what it's actually the Garden of Eden as well. It has been named that in the past, which it is absolutely beautiful. There's a couple big ponds there, and again, there's some cliffs and some the Bruce Trail cuts through there as well. We also have there's a number of good conservation parks, like good day parks to go for a picnic and stuff like that, like New Low Conservation. We've got the Crothers Memorial down in Avening, which is about 10 minutes from here. And then, of course, you've got all the other activities like Blue Mountain Go-Karts with Sega Go-Karts. You've got, lots of golfing ranges. And the other thing that's really well known for the Stayner area, and especially just west, is the road cycling. There's a lot of road cyclers out there, so sometimes you'll get quite a pack of them, so we have to learn to try and be patient as we get by them. And it is they do come here because it is an absolutely beautiful place, and that's why we live here, because it is a beautiful part of Ontario to live in. So anyways, that's just a few reasons why you should move to Stayner. And if you have any questions, I should bring up too the fact that me being a realtor, one of the number one reasons I love Stayner is the real estate. So I'm just going to show you a couple of quick homes. The homes for sale change over pretty quickly. So you can buy anything from a vacant lot here for $200,000. That's a hold and wait. That $200,000 will get you a lot that you can't build on today. Usually you're in the $300 to $400 to buy a lot that you can build on. Then you got things like new homes that are being just built now. There are 3 different subdivisions that are being built right now. We have one over here on the west side of Stayner. Then we have one over here on the east side of Stayner. There's a big development there. And then there's one on the very south here off Margaret Street. And there are hundreds of homes being built in Stayner. So the more people that come, the more amenities that will be built. But the nice thing is we're very close to Wasaga Beach and Collingwood, so within minutes you can get pretty much anything you want. So 2 homes I'm going to show you that I really like. Both of these have pools. So there's one off Warrington Road for $1.5 million. Absolutely has a great shop, has a great in-ground pool. It's all one level, so it's great for seniors or great for, there is a few steps inside, but it is a terrific home. The other one that I really like was just listed here, listed for $2.2 million, and it has a pool and a big shop. It is absolutely fantastic. You could fit a very large family in this home. Lots of room there. And if you wanna just buy a simple bungalow, prices have increased over the last 2 years, but you can still get a bungalow for between that 700 and 900,000. So, or a two-story house, as you can see here, one's for $699. Those are townhomes. You can get a fully detached. Here's one for $899. There are a few that do come up that are less than that, but just make sure you work with a realtor that's on top of it, and they'll help you get in as quick as you can. So this is just a few reasons to move to this area, and I look forward to seeing you around in the community. And if you have any questions or any comments or anything, feel free to subscribe to this channel. There's a button right down there on the right hand side, and be sure to share it with all your family and friends as well, so that they can take advantage of this great spot to move to. Thanks again, and have yourself a great day. Take care.